we have a number of reports from officers and committee chairs that we would like to be able to give you, and the first one is the summer and fall seasons review. Chris Holmes, our first vice president, will do that.
Well, I'm not going to say very much about the summer season because you were all there. The first part was dominated by the rain. The second part was dominated by a few teams. Try as we might to make all the teams exactly the same, it always turns out that some are better than others. But we remember who you are, and we'll take care of that next year. One thing I want to talk, well, the good news is we're not going to talk about bats at all, unless you bring it up, and if you do, I will probably be able to hear you. But we do have an issue with the ball. We change balls in the middle of the season, and by most accounts, the second ball, the ball that Dudley Advanced Thunder, people liked much better. It went farther, it came harder. There were some banged up shins and things like that. In fact, there was an issue with it that started to emerge. It split. You get these little cuts in it. Sometimes you could continue playing with it. And sometimes there were gouges out of the skin. The skin was very, very thin, and apparently that was part of the advanced technology. We were arguing that sometimes the little gouges that came out of it were because people were hitting it off the fence. Not necessarily the fence that's in fair territory, not necessarily the fence in fair territory, but the fence that's up above and all that. But it turns out Ralph has reported that they had a game where there was a ball, the ball was hit, and the pitcher noticed there was a gouge out of the ball. And then the guy's looking at his bat. Sticking on the end of the bat is a little piece of the skin. So it is so thin that it comes off at inopportune times. So I think if it weren't for what I'm about to tell you, we'd probably continue using the ball splits and gouges and all. But we have a report, which we haven't been able to confirm, that the ball is now out of production and that it is no longer going to be approved by ASA. So we'll have to find out whether these things are true, and if they are, we'll have to go on a search for yet another ball. Anyway, the fall season, we've only had one rain out. We may have fixed the rain too much. It may be coming tomorrow. And we're looking ahead to the tournaments on the 26th, hoping that it doesn't snow as it did last year. Everybody asked me to take care of the rain, and I did that, but nobody said take care of the snow, so we had to deal with snow last year. Any questions about the summer or fall season?
I'd like to say reference to the ball in my league interest where you have the umpires.
29. Last year we were at 526. So I'd say that that's fairly consistent. Our associate membership this year is 62, last year is 56. New members this year 77, last year was 88. So we're down slightly in new members, 10, which really isn't that bad considering the amount of publicity Dave was able to get out with TV and things of that nature. So I think all in all it was a good year. We're holding our own, and I think we just need to continue to push. And as far as membership, continue to find new members. And I know Roger did, I think, an excellent job. Dave Shealy did an excellent job in getting all these various publications putting out these free, most of these ads in these local newspapers are free, so all the stuff that we get out is, we don't pay for, and I think we did a pretty good job of publicity in that regard. Any questions? I have a